Let's begin by thanking the Jobs for Her people and the backend team that's really helping out people to go live and people to share their questions and get the solution from the mentors. So thank you, Jobs for Her. Ladies, obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take off your eyes from the goal. Henry Ford said this. So, what from these questions, what I realized is people are really very scared of online interviews, but you really don't need to. Take these as similar to your personal interviews, and things will be little simpler because there is this paradigm shift will happen that there is nothing to scare about. So, with this note, let's start taking questions. The first question is from Amita. Amita says, "Hi, what are some of the essentials I need to focus on when it comes to online hiring?" Well, Amita, if I talk about online interviews, the two things most importantly you should focus on is your technology, because everything is if your interview is going fine, everything will depend on your technology. So make sure that there is a proper internet connection. You doubly check if you need hotspot, get it connected if you're connecting your laptop. Second is check your background, ladies. You are benefited in the way of virtual interviews where you can choose your own background and you can create an impact of it. Okay, so I was talking about background here. See, you can very well see there is this contrast color that I have taken it. This way it enhances your personality, it enhances your presence, and you don't have this benefit to your pocket when you are in your personal interviews. So just take that advantage and take care of the background that you are choosing. It should look formal. So Amita, these are the two most important things I think you should take care of. Coming to the next question, Priyanka Sharma is asking, what are the don'ts in terms of behavior during an online interview? All right, Priyanka, this is I think one of the most important question is that what you shouldn't be doing is don't go unprepared there. People think we will make it and you go unprepared and the last moment you become conscious. So I'll suggest, if this is the first time that you are facing your online interview, do have mock sessions with your friends or anybody in your family. You can have 2 rounds of mock sessions which will really help you go online with the interviewer. Also, what you shouldn't be doing is becoming conscious. Just be yourself. We women are na, हम अपनी favorite होते हैं. So the moment we look ourselves in the mirror or maybe the moment we look ourselves in front of the camera, we will become conscious and will start focusing more on how we are looking. But remember, your interviewer will only capture your image for 10 to 15 seconds. Rest, it is what value you create through your words, what answers you give to the interviewer. And Priyanka, in the terms of behavior, I'll suggest just be yourself. Don't fake it. People say, you have to be always smiling in front of the camera. And imagine your interviewer asking you a question like, when did you last couldn't make up to your targets and you are still smiling? Would that look good? So, just be yourself. If you don't feel like that, you should always smile, don't do that. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to always be smiling in front of the camera. All the best, Priyanka. Coming to the next question, Sindhu Shekhar is asking, hi, how can I deliver my best in terms of behavior during an online interview when physical contact is absent? You can deliver your best by just being yourself. I'll also give you few tips. You should take care of the background that you are having. One is you should look at the camera. If you are looking at the camera and you're not looking at yourself, you will create a more confident view of yourself. You look more confident. So just remember, have the camera lens with your it should be in the length of your eyes. It should you should not look down, you should not look up. It should be just the way I am sitting. You should directly look at the camera. Also, just remember to have a glass of water with you in before your interview, so that don't have any colorful water bottles or any colorful mug. Have such glass so that even if you want to have water, it doesn't look awkward. Also, don't forget to have a napkin, paper napkin with you. So in case of any embarrassment, you feel like sneezing or anything that you will wish to, you're sweating, so you can just use it. You don't have to do like this, or feel very uncomfortable there. So be ready with everything. Okay. All the best, Sindhu. Renuka is asking how to access the recruiter's behavior during an online interview. Well, Sindhu, I'll answer your question, but before answering, I'll suggest don't focus on how recruiter is reacting, because that will make you nervous. That could make you forget what you want to answer, and maybe you can end up spoiling your interview. But still, to answer your question, Sindhu, what you can do is, there are some non-verbal cues the interviewer will give you. For example, he might not look at you when you are answering. He might start doing something else, or maybe when you are answering, he might ask you something else while you are taking it long to answer a question. He might ask you, okay, next question is this. So he might ask you immediately. Well, or else he might not have an eye contact. So yeah, these are some of the non-verbal cues the interviewer will give you. You will find him disinterested in your talk, so you will realize that things are not going your way, or things are not going that smooth. But still, I will again suggest, don't look for what interviewer is showing you. You just give your best. Don't think about it. So the next question is this question was by Renuka. Next question is from Mansi. Hi, how can I give the best impression in an online interview? Wonderful, Renuka. This is something to take care of, that you can give your best impression. See, you have to sit in an interview for approximately 20 to 40 minutes, and between 20 to 40 minutes. So choose a place, choose a sitting posture that you are comfortable of, so that your leg position should be like this, that you can sit for 30 minutes in the same position. You don't change it, because in personal interviews, if you change it, that doesn't make any change. But in virtual interviews, the concentration is too much, that if you are changing your position, it will be very much visible to the interviewer. Also, check again, I'll say, check your technology. Check if you keep a pen and a paper with you. You don't know when you will need it, and you should not be searching for it when you need it. So ensure that you have a pen and a paper with you. Okay. And to give more on the best impression, keep yourself calm. Breathe before interview. Take deep breaths, and have some water. Have your stomach filled, have your breakfast, or maybe whatever, lunch or something. Don't go empty stomach, because it all affects on your impressions. And how can you give the best impressions? I think, yes, by just being confident, just being yourself. Okay. Mansi is asking, hi, how can I? Okay, Mansi is done. Sumana Vinay is asking, hi, hi ma'am, apart from the interview, are there any other ways to impress a recruiter? Well, Sumana, interview should suffice to impress a recruiter, but yes, to answer your question, I'll give you one secret on this Jobs for Her portal. This is really a secret which many of the Indians are not following it. You should send a thank you note to the interviewer post your interview, and in that thank you note, you should write why do you want to join their company, and how best you can give it to them. People really ignore the importance of that thank you note. Earlier, it was a handwritten note people used to give, but overseas, this is a pattern that they follow in, and we Indians, we find it little awkward to give a thank you note. But now that it is virtual, you can definitely send an email to the recruiter post interview that it was a pleasure interacting, and I can assure you, if I get this opportunity, use some words from the job description and you can write your email. This will really impress your recruiter. All the best. Okay, now Shreya is asking, hi, I'm a restarter. After a gap of 5 years, I have to prep myself to get back to work and attend interviews. Now that is online, I find it more difficult. Can you please help me in being able to give better online interviews? Shreya, first of all, congratulations that you have decided to come back to the corporate world, or come back to the uh, do your second innings, and you have decided after 5 years. So congratulations, you are doing a wonderful job and I wish you the best. And to tell you, Shreya, just come out of this, that it is difficult for you. Believe me, those who are continuously working, it is difficult for them as well. So you are there with many other women, so you're not all alone facing this problem, facing this challenge. Moreover, I will definitely help you how to give your best. See, as from starting, I have been telling you this: check your technology. I will reiterate myself: check your technology, get yourself prepared, have your job description, the most important thing. Have your job description handy with you. Take a printout of it. While you answering questions, ensure to use some words of the job description that will give you that will give an impression to the interviewer that you have thoroughly gone through the job description and you are ready for that position. All the best, Shreya. Next question is from Tanya. She is asking, because it is an online interview, will I have to work my resume differently? No, you will not have to work on your resume differently, but yes, of course, I would like to give you some tips on your resume. Tanya, many feel that long resumes create a better impression, but no, they can get rejected because just nobody wants to read that long resumes. There are so many applications that come each day to the recruiting team, hiring managers. So they are it's just that the main things that looking at are if they are highlighted properly, if they are crisp, they are clear, you get your resume gets highlighted. So ensure to have a shorter and crisp and clear resume. Don't be very decorative, and people use many colors, people use try to get attracted, to have that attraction looking at the page. People use color schemes. Don't do that. Just be simple, crisp, clear, highlight what you feel is important. Okay, next question is from Neha. Hi, how can I maintain professional behavior throughout the video call when the setting is my house and I might end up portraying relaxed behavior? Good, Neha, that you asked this question, because of course people will end up feeling relaxed when the setting is of your home and at you are at your comfort level. I'll suggest, if this is the issue you are facing, sit on a chair. Either take the setting of your dining, or maybe if you have a study table or something, take that setting so you get a feel of you're sitting in an interview, and ensure that your posture is straight. If not, imagine a virtual string here and keep doing this if you feel a little low and your posture is going down or something like that. Moreover, when you will take a sitting of your dining, or you will take a sitting of your study table, automatically you will get that feel. But ensure, if the background is not proper and does not give a formal look, you can also use virtual backgrounds that are available these days in Skype, Zoom, Microsoft Teams. They give you an option that you use a virtual background. So you can use whites, they work best. Okay, so Neha, here I answer your question. Some more questions. How to prepare MBA resume? Okay, how to prepare MBA HR resume? See, if I talk about resume, I will suggest don't do a copy paste job. People usually take some resume they like on Google, they will just take it, they will take out the other person's information, they'll feed in theirs and just done. No, now that time come where you need to be more personalized with your resume. So look for the formats. I'm not saying that you create your own format if you're not comfortable creating. Look for the formats and just make it a personalized, customized, so that when you make your resume, if you have to describe something in it, you will be most confident person to do it. If somebody else's words you have to mug it up, it really, even if you don't realize it, the other person will definitely realize it, that you have mugged it up, and these are somebody else's word. We generally believe in ornamenting our resume with very vocabulary that is not our types, and then we mug it up. But in interview, when we don't use that vocabulary and we use simpler words, the interviewer will automatically understand कि ये resume किसी और ने बनाया है. So instead of that copy pasting job, I'll suggest make your own resume. Most important is create your own objective. There are maximum number of people out in the market who copy paste the objective. I really don't understand that how can somebody else objective can be yours. You have different life, you have different focus, you have different goals. So create your own objective, even if you feel that creating it in a simpler language would not get the attention. No, it can get the attention, but just highlight what you think is important. Don't be too creative in terms of your resume. You can choose any format from the Google you feel like. Just focus on being yourself on your resume too. Also, one more thing I would like to tell you, remember the resume will give you a job interview, it will not give you a job. So make your resume keeping this in mind, that it is only for getting a job interview and not the job. Okay, so just waiting for few more questions if I'm getting. Meanwhile, if I'm getting more questions, I'll check. I will also reiterate what I have said is, ladies, don't forget that you have to look confident. Confident and being yourself is the key to success in virtual interviews. Ensure the camera setting is proper. You don't have to look down, you don't have to look up. It has to be it has to be in a way so that you see directly to the camera. Ensure that you don't get nervous looking at yourself. If you find your hair or something is not proper, just leave it. Once you are in front of your interviewer, just leave it. And if it is making you more conscious, just don't look at yourself and look at the interviewer's side if his or her camera is on, or else you can directly look at the camera lens. Best is you should directly look at the camera lens. It will give you a more confident impression of yours to the interviewer. Also, there could be times when the interviewer has not switched on his or her video, and you will find little hesitant, little nervous that he or she can see you, but you can't see. So instead of being nervous and instead of focusing more on that blank thing that you can see there instead of their video, just focus on the lens of the camera. That's the best thing you can do. Don't focus much on your the way you are looking and the way your hair is once you are in front of the interviewer. And remember, it is not that different from your personal interviews. In personal interviews also, once you are in front of your interviewer, you just forget everything how you look and you concentrate more on what you talk. So here also you just have to concentrate on what you are talking, how confidently you are giving your answers. Okay, quick tip from my side is, if there is any question that you feel that you need some time to think about it, in a 30 minutes interview, you can ask once your interviewer that may I have some water please. If they say yes, as I told you, remember to have a glass. Don't have bottles or fancy some colorful things here. Have a glass that looks more professional and you can have a sip. Say thank you. If you feel you have to wipe it up, just have a handy napkin, paper napkin with you. You can do it and say yes. So this time you get it for thinking. You can do it once only, because otherwise the interviewer will understand the moment you don't you need time for any answer, you ask for a sip of water. So don't do it again, just do it once. This is a tip from my side. Okay. So just waiting if there are any other questions coming, otherwise we will wind this up. uh, Again, thank you to Jobs for Her for giving me this opportunity to be live and to talk to you guys. It was really wonderful to solve your questions. Okay, so I don't find any more questions coming in. I'll sign it off. Thank you so much, ladies. All the best. My name is Archita Bhanagay Sahu. You can find me on all the social media accounts. Signing off. Thank you so much. Bye bye.